The fun thingy.
I didn't see anything.
Check chatty.
I'm looking at Chatty. I didn't see anything.
The fuck?
Don't see anything.
I get to reauthorize everything again. Yeah. Disconnect, generate token, authorize, connect. Whisper NBNN news. Did that work?
Nope.
The fuck? I can't whisper from Streamlabs chatbot. Which means I get to do it all from my channel. What fucking stupid shit is this?
I don't know. All right, let's do this thing. Quiet on the set.
All right. Quiet on the set. You're listening to WRFB Radio Free Britannia. As the Oracle foretold, two idiots who would misinterpret the news so you don't have to. Live from Deltona, Florida, the avatars themselves, Jack and Laz.
Greetings, everybody. This is Laz.
This is Jack. Welcome to another glorious edition of Lunch with Laz and Jack on this glorious Friday, where we are going to do weird things to each other virtually.
Ooh.
Yes.
Crafty method in the house.
Yes.
Let's see something. Did you get that?
Wait. What did I get? What?
I tried to send you a whisper from the chat bot to see if that was working.
No, I did not.
The whispers are not working.
Through Streamlabs chat bot.
Yes.
Which makes it a pain in the ass to send things. And then I'm getting on chatty whenever I try to do the whisper, it's giving me, the sender does not have a verified phone number. What the fuck?
Whisper feature not enabled. Main settings advanced and chatty is what I get.
What?
Main settings advanced. Let's see what it's got to say there. Main settings advanced. Oh, whisper enabled. There we go.
Whisper enabled. Mine is there.
So let's try one more time. Did you get it that time?
I got it. I got it that time. But
Interesting.
I'm getting a does not have a phone number. Like what the fuck?
Yeah, don't know about that.
Yeah.
Don't know about that, but welcome to today's show, boys and girls. It is Truck Awesome Friday, March 3rd, 2023 here inside and outside Shroud of the Avatar. And of course, Crafty Methods here hanging out, joining us. Always good to see you, Crafty.
Yeah.
Crafty is always good for some, Laz ain't got a phone number. We just yell.
He's got 210 cans.
Yeah. I got more phone numbers than I care to have, tell you the truth, but that's beside the point. Although not as many phone numbers as I've got emails, which is, of course, another story all in itself. Anyway, it is Truck Awesome Friday. Weekend is upon us, and did we ever finish the topic we started yesterday?
Which one?
The option to share location with the guild. I know we were demonstrating it.
Yes, we did.
Let's just see something here. Is yours still turned off? Yes, you are still
Yes.
turned off. Okay.
Because the stupidity that is a certain feature. Now the real question, I just enabled it.
Yeah, you have to relog in order for it to take effect. Though.
Why do I have to relog in order for that feature? I mean, talk about some nice Shroud math.
Because Shroud math, that's right. All right, so I can go ahead and close that topic then. Don't need that topic.
Yeah.
But let's address the hot topic out there about our favorite sponsor, ShroudMarketplace.com.
Hold on. I got to go find that. This is silly things. I got to go find that message.
I had posted it in chat today.
Are you sure about that?
I believe I did.
You whispered it to me last night.
I know, that was last night. The very first one. The very first one above Red Dragon's comment there, Shroud Marketplace.
Fishing. Blah, blah, blah. I'm surprised it didn't get deleted off the forums. But yeah, fishing with skill perils. Is there a guide? No. So it should be pretty fucking easy.
You would think, but that was my comment. You probably didn't hear the comment because you crashed, which was some people can't read properly, but I went ahead and clarified it for them, and I figured we'd do a quick tutorial for anyone trying to figure it out there while we're at it. So go ahead and...
I'm trying to sell 10,000 barley in bulk, confused to how to fill out some of the options at Shroud Marketplace site. Unit price and sale price has to be different. Well, unit price and sales price do have to be different because unit and sale.
Yeah, well, he's not reading it as sale. That's the problem. He's not reading it as sale, and we'll get to that in my comments in just a couple minutes. Yes.
I would like to sell 10,000 barley for $10. I typed in 10 in both unit and sale price, and it says one has to be lower. That's because your sale price should be lower. I also tried $10 and got the same thing and used $sign. Would unit price be where to sell one barley? No. Or would unit price for selling 10,000? Which is what I'm wanting to do. Sell in bulk. I have 20,000 barley, so could sell twice for number in stock or items in stock. How do I put 20? Do I put 20,000 or 2? Also, product ID. You make it up. How do I find this? Yes, something you can do is go to your own Intel and go to various pots and use the window selector.
Yeah,
and see a price.
and Pooh doesn't get it whatsoever.
No,
Because,
no, no. Yeah. And Laz is like, you mean sale price? This is the price, the item on sale, discounted from the original price. You do not need a sale price unless you're offering an existing item for sale cheaper.
that's right. So just to demonstrate for everybody, I just happen to have my store open here, and I'm going to use
Hold on.
the
Let me
10,000
go.
copper ore that I have. I have 10,000 copper ore, 10,000 granite, 10,000 iron ore, etc. Of course, we have gold for sale and all sorts of other unique
I need to
stuff
log in.
at Lazarus Long's Weddings and More
Dun,
by
dun, dun,
Laz.
dun, dun, dun.
But I'm going to use the copper ore as the ideal thing here. And of course, what you need is, of course, your main or primary category, and it keeps resetting itself to accounts, even though I've changed that.
Yeah,
I don't know why it keeps resetting to accounts, even though I've changed it.
Hey.
But that would be base materials. Type is a virtual item. Product name and title,
Oh, man.
10,000 copper ore. Unit price or item price. Your price, in my case, $35. Sale price, blank, because it's not on sale.
Hey,
It's
man.
virtual.
I'm looking at my recall scrolls. I still have them on sale. But then it's like, it's free shipping as well because it's virtual. And then, hey, I want it on my homepage, and it is a special. And
Minimum or maximum quality in order is just 1, because that's the minimum. And then, of course, number of items in inventory. So I have 40,000 available. So I've got 4 times 10,000. Total stock, also the same thing, 4 times 10,000. And do not allow sales if inventory is equal to or less than 0. There you go. And then, of course, your overview and description, which, really simple here, 10,000 copper ore. Nothing fancy, nothing, you can get really descriptive, but the overview and descriptors used to be a little bit more difficult, especially if you had multiple items like a bundle for sale. So you got to be a little careful for that, but it's pretty straightforward. So I'm going to go ahead and I will update my post to show this to that gentleman in the forums after the show, and I will clip it so that he can get a virtual tour. So I changed it to base materials, and now I'm going to save it. And of course, product is updated, and it still goes to main primary category back to accounts. Somebody needs to fix that.
Mine doesn't. Like, mine primary categories consumables. Ooh.
Yeah. Well, apparently, let me try consumables.
Or are you looking at the drop down list?
Yeah, I went with base materials.
Yeah, so you just have to
consumables. I just saw it. There it is.
The first one is a drop down list.
Yes, that's the one I've been using. Yeah. So I change it to consumables. I click on save. And it goes back to accounts.
Yeah. Base.
So I don't know why that is, but that is a quick tutorial out there, and I will post this as a tutorial for those who need the information on how to do it.
But at the same time, that should be removed from the forums because it's not a supported feature.
You're allowed to talk about that stuff. You're just not allowed to offer anything for sale in the forums. Nothing's stopping you from talking about it, just offering things for sale. But of course, we know how wishy-washy they are with keeping up on their rules, guidelines, and everything else, that after today's show, we'll probably see an announcement going, you can't do that. But it is what it is. But there is the quick tutorial on a guide to shroudmarketplace.com, the place to go buy or sell anything and everything Shrouded Avatar related. Usually cheaper than you will get it for in-game. Which, yeah, I didn't put this one in here, but this topic left me laughing also. Let me grab this one real quick, because this, where is it? You'll probably have to, oh no, this is the right one, okay. Because I don't know why anybody would do this, but,
Why people would do things?
yeah, go ahead and open
Because they're
this
silly.
topic up.
I want to buy a large planting area up to 50 for 100 kodos each. $1. Large planting. Spruce up your garden with this large planting area. You can use the item to grow various plants from seeds you find around New Britannia. The planter can grow 20 plants at a time and utilize 20 decoration slots. This planter can only place ground out on outdoor ground. The plants will appear to grow straight from the ground. Turn show decoration indicators to on to view the planting area. Yes. And then Warrior B. Patrick, not understanding what the request is. Are you looking to place planting
He
beds?
didn't have a
No.
picture
What
initially,
he is,
so.
yeah. Let me know. I am looking for the items called large planting area. I've seen the confusion as the name is a bit generic. I updated the original post with a picture to be more clear. Oh, thanks for the picture. Sorry, I will not be able to help. Yes, I did read your post about beds to Inglon printing. Great idea. And I would think without the framing, could get more plants in the same area. Good luck. Yeah.
So if you go into the crown shop and look for a large planting area.
Oops, that's rewards. I wanted crowns. Area. Crafting. You've got a small, a medium, and a single. And a large. I guess what he really wants is an extra large.
No, he wants the large planting area for half price is what he wants. But why would anybody sell what they paid 200 kodos for and what goes for 200 kodos for 100 kodos? Especially, you know, at 50, that's $100. That's a $50 loss. I mean, why would anybody in their right mind sell something at half price that they paid 200 for? And if you're, yeah, well, you know, if you're really that desperate for them, you know what? Buy 25, and then when you have another 500, yeah, whatever it is, another 100,000 kodos, no, 10,000 kodos. Shroud math. But yeah, why would anybody sell for half price, especially when it's available? I can understand maybe if somebody bought them and wanted to get rid of them, but if they bought them, more likely than not, they're using them.
Yeah.
So I just, you know, don't know why. And at 200 a piece, dude, bite the fucking bullet and just buy them, will you? I mean, Jesus.
Hey, man.
One of the few items that is cheap enough, you know, to buy. I mean, you know, take some of your gold, go down the road to the Kodo shop, go see Phil, and buy some Kodos with gold. Very simple. Don't have to spend real money. Phil's Kodo Exchange will get you taken care of. But yeah, I just thought that was interesting. So, anyway.
Yeah.
Moving right along. I'll let you pick what we want to talk about next. We have several topics out here, a couple of which are pretty interesting.
Oh, man. Let's go talk about the silliness with the POT story NPCs.
Actually, I don't know if it's silliness, but I have some commentary on this.
I'll tell you why in a little bit. Z is like, I would like to see additional POT type of object for story NPCs. We have them for player lots, but not for towns. Reasons to have for town versus just lots is that in order to utilize the environment, like putting an NPC in a small camp outside of the town, in the city on the hillside, for example, can't be achieved. Okay. For one, that would be the conversationalist NPCs, not story NPCs.
Same difference as far as I'm concerned.
Well, no. So that would just be a matter of making them deco that's POT placeable. That's what this request really should be. That's it. Yet we can put down all the props for the camp itself. So only current method would be to place a lot, which is flat and removes the trees and grass and takes away from the effect, blah, 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 blah. Limited based off of. So clarify Z, conversationalist NPCs as POT deco. But that is what Z is looking for.
Right. So let's go on to this before I get into my tangent.
Okay. Anpu, with just to play devil's advocate, as it were, aren't there some trees in the store you could purchase and then do a custom forest area that achieves the same look? And currently, the deco plants we can get now can give the same effect as grass. Or weeds as well as too. Just throwing that out there. How would that work here? It can't. I could use the NPC towns provided up there, but there can't use the adventure story ones. And dead
air.
Yes. Yes,
and Jack's preoccupied with something. He's playing with himself down there.
Definitely.
Yeah, well, when you're doing this, it really looks interesting when you're fiddling around like that. Yeah.
Well, there's a desk before I get down here. Location. Let's see. But yes, conversational.
Keep reading. You got a lot more to cover.
As POT deco. Yeah. As well, we do not have these trees above in the shop, nor this grass style I've seen. The whole rectangular itself would still stand out as altered ground. Being able to place POT NPCs with inky scripts in places like this, or special places in the scene without restrictions of using flat ground, etc., is needed. As you can see, the above natural space versus the left, which is blank ground. We need single grass pavers that match heat pots, ground vegetation, including trees. That is almost possible in some places, like the above one, but to utilize the ground and in POT trees and bluff, rocks, formations, etc., would not be possible without allowing placement of NPC storyteller option. The tech exists for NPCs, so it's a matter of allow existing NPCs for adventurers to be usable. It's like, please, conversationalist NPCs as POT deco. That's all you need to say. It's like, this looks different. For example, when I took over a lot new, it cleared to flat land. I would have liked the trees and underbrush to have stayed and then manually to have replaced wherever to place the house so it could have become thick underbrush or not some cleared out space, then blah, 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 blah. Crafty. Place anywhere seeds would be fun. It does look like a great place to have conversationalists.
Yes.
So it's a bummer to spend all the money on a lot just to place an NPC conversation. And that's if the area you want to use flat to take a lot. Also, it's like, seriously.
But apparently they don't pay attention.
Please make conversationalist NPCs POT deco.
But that eats up deco slots.
You know what? It would be
But
incredible to have pot scriptable NPCs, and it is when I make requests, I am limited to location for placing clues because there have to be on player lots. There are a couple of town spots I would like very much to include when I make the story and quest I'm working on now. Yeah.
so all you have to do is just wait. How about that? Just wait. Because if you all didn't see the updates that we're going to be getting with lot deeds and lot sizes, there is going to be a new lot deed coming in, which will be just big enough to place a vendor on. That will take up almost what they call
Half a row lot?
as half a
Half a
row
row.
lot, which will take up minimal amounts of space, minimal amounts of land where you can actually pull that off. But while I agree with Jack that the request should be NPC placeable as town deco, but the workaround will be just to wait for the smaller lot to be available as well.
Yes.
But
the ogre.
But the option for grass and all that stuff should also be a nice option. You know, why do we have to clear the grass?
It's special shit.
You know, it's like the row lot, blank lot deed that you have to buy just to make a blank lot on a row lot without a house. And do we have grass that can actually be placed on a lot? That's a good question. Let's take a look at the Crown Store for that. Come on. My Crown Shop, there it is. Grass. Town improvements. We have a grass and tree remover, but we don't have actual grass.
Oh, yeah.
Although, if you wanted, you probably could use immature wheat plants, deco plants, as grass to place around.
Really? Let's see. Plants.
Would be
Outdoor
the ones that you get from
decorations.
farming. Wouldn't be in the Crown Store, honey,
Why not?
because they're the decorative plants that you get from harvesting.
Oh, interesting. Okay, I see.
But the wheat is green until it's mature, so I would imagine you could kind of use that as pretty tufts of grass.
Huh, okay, interesting. Clover. I covered my castle lot in clover. And where do we get clover?
Well, then you need moss for the walls.
Oh, okay, clovers, sparse clover pavers. There you go. That would be a nice addition. Good call there, Bridge Troll. Clover pavers would cover that up very nicely. There you go. Okay. Everyone needs a little grass sometimes. That's right, Tina. Well, with the smaller towns, Tina, deco slots become very, very, what's the word I'm looking for? Limited. Whereas when I can place a lot and I've got plenty of lot space available compared to deco, I can place lots and get more deco on the lots compared to actually eating up town slots, especially on the smallest of these towns to begin with. But again, if you're doing this kind of things, you probably don't have the smallest town to begin with, you know. But Ridge Troll Clover, I like that. That had to be a little investment to cover a castle lot with clover.
Yes.
You know, I'm actually looking forward to some of the smaller lots coming in, so that I can reduce square footage usage while adding slots for NPCs to make more of a marketplace. And an example of that would be out at Journey's End, where I've got to place row houses just to make a marketplace area where I could use half of those slots and double the existing amount of vendors that can go and make a true vendor mall, compared to having houses with deco and taking up and slowing down loading scenes when you just give them a little lot that they can only put a little something on and not a house and not tons of lighting and not tons of crazy deco. That should speed up shopping as well without all the extra loading stuff happening in a scene. So I'm really looking forward to those when they come in. But not that it looks good, but not that anyone's ever seen it. Yeah, okay. Where's it located? I'd like to go take a look at it maybe later on.
It's hiding beside mine.
His castle lot? Yeah.
It's hiding.
Anyway, you know what time it is, Jack?
No. I do not.
It's
'Cause I
the
am not
butt.
looking at the clock.
The butt of the
Okay.
hour.
One for 3. I think only one person is actually a subscriber. So that subscriber getting a streamer bundle. Because subscribers get a
Getting
much
herself
better chance of
some
winning.
glass bottles. Congrats to Mom.
Okay. And Lomir has received his streamer bundle.
Lomi has been winning
Hey.
a lot lately.
Well, I mean, if people don't enter the giveaways,
Yeah.
nothing's
And
going to happen.
let Lomir enter with his subscriber perk. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, if you people don't enter the giveaways, I get them all.
So have either you two, Mom or Lomir, gotten anything good lately?
I haven't really checked lately.
I've been getting a lot of paintings. I think, what did I get? I got a decorative watering can the other day. At least that was different.
Cool,
You know,
cool.
I wish we could view these bundles by the dates that we received them. And I can say, oh, well, look what I got today. Or look what I got yesterday.
Yeah. Lomir, I gotta ask, how many bundles do you have in inventory right now?
Hold on.
Because I know he doesn't open them right away. Tina says that's basically a metal
3.
bottle, Mom.
Yeah, that's true. It's a pretty metal bottle, though.
Yeah.
Okay, don't forget exclamation mark bundle me, followed by exclamation mark I love free shit. I got a lot more people in the I love free shit because they want the Steam keys. They don't want the bundles.
Oh yeah, I've got a load of people in for Steam keys.
Ooh,
Loads
yeah.
of people in for that.
Okay, so let's go talk about some kleptomania.
Kleptomania. Is that like pyromania?
It's like that, but it starts with a K, not a C. But we'll deal with that later. My avatar tries to aid the citizens of Novia in keeping their houses and furniture clean from messy items and vegetables. Yet, while I try to take everything that is there, take the green cursor, I usually don't take anything that would be considered stealing red cursor. However, as I'm sometimes a bit impatient, I press E quickly to, e.g., destroy barrel, take, or open drawers, take. And when it's steal, then I'm already fine when I realize that my character had stolen stuff. Is there a way to explicitly separate taking from stealing? No, that is all theft.
Well, I'm going to point it out. Yeah, if you stop reporting things as this is not private property and this should be private property because you are the biggest offender of reporting shit like that should be private property, and you get it marked red for everybody and kill it for everybody because you, Conjurer Dragon, are that person. You report the
Yes.
most of this shouldn't be stealable. And then when they change it and you accidentally steal it, now you're pissed off. Oh, you know what I call that? I call that good karma. That's what I call that. I call that good karma.
Well, so the funny thing is, like, remember, originally looting humanoid corpses gave you a hit on your karma as well, or whatever they want to call it. It's
Humanoid
not
corpses
karma,
that weren't your kills.
virtue. Yes. And even though the game said, hey, you need to go loot all of these things, it was still, I mean, part of it is really shit design, realistically, because if you are required to go through and loot these corpses for whatever, then you shouldn't be doing a virtue hit. And then it's like, then they said, you know what, we're not going to give anybody a virtue hit for looting any corpse. Then it's like, hey, we're going to start flagging all these items as stealable with the red cursor, when that's a visual indicator that you're doing good or bad, which isn't supposed to be there in the first place. You're not supposed to know what you are supposed to mentally know what you're doing is either good or bad based on your understanding of the virtues. But the game is not supposed to give you that visual indicator.
Indeed.
So, yeah.
But what is the moral dilemmas, as we call them?
Yes.
Your own morality should either preclude you or let you steal these things because of how you think about it.
Well, that and we're supposed to be literal transplants as well, so we're not supposed to have like names like Lazarus Long or Jackson Assist.
Well, we were supposed to all use our real names, but that's beside the point. Yeah.
And we're also not really supposed to have more than one character slot either, but yeah.
Well, for those of us who they gave 3 character slots to begin with, they shot themselves in the foot on that. So,
well, they shot themselves so much, like bad design issues, like the shared XP pool, the shared virtue
worst
pool.
decision ever. Worst decision ever on an account. Yes.
When you start doing that, it's like, and it's like, that's just bad design. You didn't think about anything, and it's like, it's like the fact that, like, if I hit Control F and I do a search for Nimue,
Control F,
the social feed,
Alt F.
Alt F,
no, just
whatever.
F. F, you mean?
Whatever. You do a search for Nimue, Nimue. It's saying this person's not here, not your friend. But then you turn around and you do a search for Vivian. That is the exact same character or player. It's just different. It's the same account, but they don't understand how to get friends list working.
Yeah.
Because I always send mail to Nimue for mom instead of Vivian Locke.
Pretty much same.
Sorry, mom, I'm using your account as everybody's going to know all your alts. But it's like bad design.
Let's continue on the commentary to this. Yeah.
Back to Klepto. For now, it is only the E key. It would be interesting that if you were intentionally wanting to steal items, it would require, say, holding down Alt or Control key and then E. No. All of it should be flagged, and there shouldn't be a red cursor, and it shouldn't warn you. Long ago, far, far away, before they developed that infamous red cursor and we scrounged everything we could get our hands on, not realizing that our efforts in recycling and gathering fruits and vegetables before they rotted would be negative truth hit. Old books would be savaged into scrap and remade into useful scrolls. Metal could be reforged into new tools and weapons. We are just saving the planet, and we're being judged unfairly. On a side note, it's klepto with a K. It is, but only when it is not. In German, it is kleptomania with a C. Aber diese ist ein English Forum, mein Herr.
By the way, Laz has 61 streamer bundles.
61 streamer bundles. Love
Congratulations.
it. He's been counting this whole time.
Yeah.
No, I counted them about 10 minutes ago.
Yes.
I
And
was
Z's like,
just waiting for Jack to finish.
You wait a long time for
both
that.
Interact and take all. A single click is interact and drag. Each item is equivocal. Take one item at a time. That is how you get around stealing. What you're looking for is an easy way to loot without stealing, which is why you need to look before you loot. This can happen all the fucking time. You stand near an NPC or wanting to speak to, I have no intention at all to steal anything. None. I place the cursor on what I think it's the NPC by complete and total accident. This constantly happens to every single person playing the game. I then double click, fully expecting to speak to the NPC. Instead, it is not my intended and specific intent to ever take any item. I now steal an item against my own intent and now lose virtue, and the justice card shows up. And I pay the fine of pennies in this virtual currency. Fix the fucking network code. Because if your NPC is showing on your screen and it's not there, and you double click that item that's there, that's the network code. Yes. Yes, and in tomorrow's news, nothing can be taken because people bitched that they got busted. In no way, shape, or form or was I intended to taking that item. This is what's called an accident. I personally do not feel the system is working properly at all.
Dude, however long I've been playing, I have never taken an item trying to click on a vendor.
Yeah, I've never had that happen either.
Code.
I've opened the vendor by accident trying to do something else, but not the other way around.
The location where the screen is displaying him. Yeah. So my actual response to Ampu was, wouldn't that be a problem with the network code where the NPC is not in the location where the screen is displaying him? Because that's what that is. Because, hey, I double clicked on this thing to interact with it and I stole something. Yeah. I steal shit all the time. With NPCs, it's because you have to click on them to engage or highlight them before they hit the E key.
Let's see. All this meat on the lot, I believe, was stolen from a nearby local vendor.
All of it. All of it. Multiple times. Had to wait for that shit to respawn, too.
I wonder if all that cheese was stolen, too, that we paid for.
I believe the cheese was all stolen as well. Yes. Yes, it would be fantastic if the karma system worked and that this mattered, or rather, if the karma system had been completely built. Because all quests were actually supposed to have different virtue responses. And that was also supposed to impact how NPCs dealt with you as well. All over the world. And there was the prototype quest for that was
the Clink.
Mara and the Clink. And then they fucked up the Clink quest and by moving the brother to make him easier to get to and doing a bunch of other shit.
Yeah,
because if
we counted how many times they remodeled the freaking Clink and made it easier, made it harder, made it harder, made it easier. Yeah, it's ridiculous.
Yeah. But that would be. Would that be another game system that was half-assed implemented?
I liked it when he was hanging above the pit in the cage. Personally,
yeah.
Everybody's like hanging above the pit in the cage. Yeah, half the players out there don't even know what we're talking about. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like hanging in the pit, and you had to. The easiest way to kill him was with a bow and arrow.
Well, if you decided to kill him.
Or you can leave him to rot. Because he dropped the key down the drain, and so you know what? He's gonna die no matter what. But I loved it whenever it's like you went and told Mara, "Hey, I killed your brother," and then like after that, all of her responses like you couldn't interact with her, and she's like yelling and screaming at you in the
every
streets.
time you walk by.
You Blackheart, you murderer. Yeah, Tina, that quest has been changed like 5 times.
Yeah. Go down the clink now. I bet you won't even recognize it.
Yeah. But that was the original proof of concept of one of their virtue quest items with an NPC that actually had different programmed responses. And depending on what you were doing,
depending on the answer you gave, depended on its response to you. Yes.
Yeah. Yeah, and no one can be arsed to do it anymore. But yeah. Oh, yes. But yeah.
So, do we want to finish the show with the peril or some fishing lore?
Let's go with the peril of the 2-hour sails.
The peril.
The peril of the 2-hour sails. I have been contemplating for a very long time if I would even bother to provide the feedback. Oh, fun. My sister-in-law and brother are going to Maui next week. Should I tell them about the nude beach?
Let them have some fun and find it on their own. Unless, of course, they're nudists, then, of course, tell them how to find it, yes.
No. that might be problematic. I have no factual basis for understanding the overall market forces, and I 100% support the game doing what it needs to do to keep the lights on. So all I want to do is share my personal experience with the 2-hour cycling Crown Shop store sale. I've had stuff on my shopping list which I would have paid full price for, except that there is this constant tease to wait in case it is on sales, sometimes for years. And this tease is serious, as I had given up and bought things at full price only to see them on sale in the next hour or day. I can't help but feel swindled in those cases.
No, swindled is when you pay $100 for an inn and then 3 days later they knock the price down by $20. That's swindle.
No. When you buy something that's never to come back again, and then it comes back at half the price, that's swindling.
Yeah, when you buy a $700 airship that's now available today for $100, you feel swindled. You know, you feel a little
limited
dissed.
Edition at that.
Yeah, you feel a little dissed. But anyway, moving right
along. More times than not, I find myself logging in just to see the next desktop so I can finally go forward with my decoration plans. And one thing that is super annoying is that the sale ends in time. It's complete lie. And when you log in on the hour, you have to wait for the shop to update for up to 15 minutes. I can't count how many nights I have stayed up waiting for the next cycle to be let down. This is a serious negative impact in game experience. Of course, my preference is to end the 2-hour sales altogether, but I do have more constructive recommendation. Can you please consider doing something like what most retail shops do? If you buy something that ends up on sale in the next 2 to 3 days, refund the difference. That would certainly help people like me that just sit and wait for sales to come around because they don't want to feel skewed. So, one, all of those sales are random. They don't keep a log of what all's on sale. 2, the 15 minutes and the time sync, that's some Shroud math there. 3, the reason for the 2-hour sales was because lazy.
12-hour sales weren't good enough.
Yeah, 12-hour sales weren't good enough, and they kept on having to manually prune what was going up for sale.
Now, we could have just left well enough alone and left the sales on the website so people could just browse throughout the day without having to actually be in the game. So if they were at work or they were someplace else, like, at the mall, and they just happened to be waiting for somebody and they browsed the site and found it on sale, they could just purchase it and it would be waiting for them in their inventory when they got back. But no, we had to take this off the website and throw it in game to force people to be in game.
Yes.
Which again, shot in foot.
Yeah.
But anyway, Conjurer Dragon says,
you want to be rewarded for a lack of patience on your part by having a sale that runs for a set time extended in case you buy early at a time when there is no sale for the product you purchased? And what about those who buy late or sleep through the sale of a product or simply don't want to pay full price? Generally, but can't be bothered to check the sales on a regular basis. Other online stores where you place an order to X may give you the less price if they deliver the product later in a sales time, but few stores will guarantee you the sale price when you buy outside the sale. I am not in favor of that.
Actually, a lot of stores have that 30-day policy, but that's beside the point.
Yeah, I think you're misinterpreting my post. I'm not buying at all because of the current scheme. A limited price guarantee is a common practice in retail business. And nobody, and I mean absolutely nobody, is going to sit around 24 hours a day after day, waiting for a sale. They just won't buy at all. And if they get frustrated, they will leave the game, as I have multiple times. Edit. Finally, I can't understand how anyone can consider paying real money for something as a reward. A reward for me is to just keep doing what they are doing, and I keep my money. Thank you very much.
Yes. Sounds like a bit of...
Then we get into the fight about absolutely nobody. Please don't try to speak for all people in the world. Blah, 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 blah.
Well, Tahuro also shot himself in the foot. Get frustrated and leave the game, as I have multiple times. So you leave the game and you come back looking for it again anyway, which either says you're a real sucker or, you're really not getting at the meat of what you're, If you ignore the money thing, it's a good post. Good point, Bridge Troll. And if you're not buying because you're not finding it on sale, then you really don't want it bad enough, in my opinion. Did I want to pay full price for the fish tank that I just bought? No. Did I pay full price for it? Yes. Why? Because I wanted it now. And I wasn't going to wait, I don't have time to be here again all day looking for sales.
No.
But, what's the difference? 100 Kodos most of the time, if that? I think the only thing that is worth waiting on a sale for is lot deeds and upgrades. Otherwise, everything else really ain't worth it. I mean, let's just bring up the Kodo store and see what items are on sale right now and what the difference in price actually is, okay?
20%. Unless they've Shroud mapped it and still didn't do the 25%.
Yeah. A $10 item is $8,
A $30 item is $24.
A $5 item is $4. A
Yes.
25-cent item is 20 cent, which is actually surprises me that we actually have something that low in here. Wax cylinder.
The Lumbering Bear, 20 crowns, 20 cents. See, the funny part is like that should be like what they should be doing is putting shit up there like individual songs for like 20 cents, 20 kodos. So that way it's like you could get that as a fucking loot drop. And get it rid of most of what they're doing because it's mostly a waste of time. But I love the fact that it's like I've got like the from the vault, the floating meditate emote. Remember that thing that was only supposed to be on a telethon?
I don't know if that was actually a telethon. I thought that was
Yeah, it
something.
was. Yeah.
I mean, mine's checked, so I can't even buy it because I've got it already. Like as with most
I've got
emotes.
it as well, so
Yeah, let me just see.
But yeah.
Dark Star, Mosh emote, Valentine's Day. There's a couple heart emotes I don't have.
Oh,
But for
that's
the most,
because he didn't buy that Valentine's pack.
yeah, double smoke hearts, triple smoke hearts. Looks like those are the only ones I don't have that are purchasable.
It was from a telethon, not to be confused with Radiate. Yes, which is from the Lord of the Isle. Which would be funny if they started actually selling that one.
Give it time.
Although it is. Oh wait, that's titles. I want emotes. What is my? Oops. What is my keyboard?
Yeah,
Thing
speaking
for
of those
emotes.
titles, anybody notice the you gotta slap somebody upside the head with a very large fish for
Hey,
these
hey,
new screwed up titles.
I got my keeper of the whatever's back.
Yeah, well, keeper of the 33 Corpians, keeper of the 36 serpents, keeper of the 39 tulips, keeper of the 42 roses, keeper of the 45 lilies, keeper of the 48 daisies, keeper of the 51 staves, keeper of
Archie
the
Grad, you
54
subscribed for this?
daggers. Yeah.
Yeah, whereas they used to be like keeper of the faith, keeper of the flame, keeper of the vow, keeper of the word,
Keeper of the countless devotions. Yes. You know, ones that
Yeah.
actually had something.
Yes.
Although, in truth, I think we both have the two of the rarest being the chaotic of New Britannia. So, is
Chaotic of New Britannia and the Knight of New Britannia.
yes. Well, there's a lot more knights in New Britannia than there are chaotics.
I know.
By a far cry. But
Yeah.
you know what there isn't a lot of?
Time to give away
Time.
streamer
That's
bundles.
right. There isn't a lot of
And-
time left on Fruck Awesome Friday.
And guess who's getting another streamer
Lomir
bundle?
again?
Lomir again, yes. There
Let's
you
see
go,
if
Lomir.
Mom can repeat. Nom nom nom. My Doritos, yay. No, we got Patosh. Patosh, do you have an in-game name? Or are you one of those non-gamers? Let me check my list.
But Patosh is getting a streamer bundle from, or a Steam key.
Oh, he is Patosh. Really good.
Yeah. So this is going to be fun because I have to do it from Whispers. Patosh.
I don't know. Wait,
which one am I?
you just don't do it from
Fuck.
the
Is that
web.
1_ or 2?
2.
See that's where it becomes an issue, right?
It's 2.
Yeah, because let's just say the other one almost, because there's a Potosh with 1_2, almost got a Steam key for in between. See?
Almost.
Yeah, because I can't do that message from the Streamlabs chat bot.
You
No
got to do it
more.
from the website.
Yeah, I got to do it from the website.
I hadn't tried that.
Oh.
Whispers. Oh, look at this. I'm seeing your whispers from the website, just not through Chatty.
What?
Yeah.
The like the one that I said like 4.
Hello, hello, hello. Yeah.
Hello, hello, hello.
Yeah.
4, 3. Hi again.
I don't see those. I see 2 hellos.
You see hello and 4.
I see
Oh,
hello and hello. Yeah. Anyway.
I did a 4 as well.
But it comes through if you go to the web dashboard. It works. It comes through there. But closing the giveaway, picking our final winner of the day, and Wee Boy Gamer. Wee Boy Gamer, you're gonna get yourself a copy of Main Assembly. Main Assembly. Going out to Wee Boy Gamer. So congratulations to you. And of course, thank you all for joining us here each and every day, because without you folks, we wouldn't be here doing what we do. Almost 9 years and running right here on NBNN. But till Monday, I'm Laz.
I'm Jack.
And we are NBNN. Have a great weekend, everybody. We'll see you all on Monday.
Bye-bye.